And we're live.
Yeah, he's more brighter than
what do you guys take away from this? What's your
That's really depressing.
It really is. It's really
well, for one
up.
thing,
it's really heartbreaking.
So you know, Nate, not that you can hear me, but everything just goes black. There's no like.
Well, he would know better than you.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know why you're mansplaining death to Nate Burrell, Kyle.
Well, it helps that he can't respond. So I win the article. I win the argument by default. But
dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna be furious if I die and it was Jesus the whole time.
Woof.
Like, can you imagine having like? And we don't have any excuse. We grew up surrounded by it.
You're gonna be furious when you die and there's 6 million Jews. They're like, so you were laughing about us.
Well, we're not gonna fight you. That's not how
6 million. Oh,
it's our bodies.
Kyle be like, I see 4 million at most.
It was our comment.
There's no more than 300,000
here.
right?
Yeah, they want to come to the Jewish heaven now after the Holocaust jokes.
Yeah, well, you know, Harley, if Jesus is real, I don't think the Jews are gonna make it up there.
No, I don't think they are either. Harley, have you seen?
100%. You guys got to calculate it this way. Mm-hmm. Jesus, you don't even need to be a part of that religion. He forgives. Good. So I'm not betting on him. Worst case scenario.
He forgives if you ask for forgiveness.
So what? He's gonna get up there and be like, "Nah, too late. Doesn't work after. It's expired."
Well, you gotta.
Now, if he forgives forever. If that's it, and then you know what? Then Jesus and I will have a talk. We'll have a talk. But he's kind of put himself on that place where he's like, "Bro, He's like, I will always be there for you."
Harley will walk in the room, be like, "I'm bigger than Jesus."
You read that last book of the Bible, and it shows how much fun he's gonna have to people showing up there, being like, "I was good, right? And he's just like, "No, fucking hell with you, bitch. You didn't say the magic words."
Yeah,
right
but you know what I feel like? I feel like you get to hell and it's like, they're like, oh, it's hell. They'll be like, yo, he's a Jew. And they're like, you're Jewish and you're in hell. You're actually a high-ranking official here. By all the Jews make.
We do need an accountant.
Hey, we control the media here too. Oh.
And the banks.
And the banks. All the hell coins.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, what is it? Like, you die and it's a simulation or something, and you pop, or just, I would just worry that I'm gonna be like, damn, like at the end, like, damn, I should have been doing crazier. I should have been crazier.
No, you're doing fine.
That would be great.
I hung out with you in Vermont. You did great.
Yeah, but like, whatever, like, if it's all good, like, and like, there was, it's just a simulation. I would have been like, why didn't I suck Woody's dick in Vermont?
Actually, you're right. You could go better.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't I suck off Kyle and Woody in Vermont? I should have just been crazy. Should have lived life to the fullest. If I find out the simulation, I'm gonna be mad that I didn't suck your dick, Taylor.
I'm gonna be like, I appreciate that.
Nothing's holding me back
so much. I could have, you know what? Like, I would just do crazy shit. Like, I like how crazy shit means. Like, I'll suck all your dicks.
Yeah, Harley, I appreciate the offer. I appreciate the offer, Harley, but with my refractory period, Kyle was enough.
Yeah, I don't think any of this matters. I don't think there is an afterlife. I don't think it matters if you're good, bad, or indifferent. I don't think any of this fucking matters. What happens?
You think
nothing? Everything goes black. Everything is black. The switch is turned off. You're around as much as my PC is when I fucking turn it off.
It's kind of like the year 1900.
It's over.
Like, what was 1900 like? It was just blackness and nothingness. I think it's kind of be like that again, You
don't think like something like no. I'm not saying I think something. I don't think of heaven or anything like that, but like I guess like you don't think there's some other aspect of it all that's just like not that you're reincarnated into something, but like what's gonna happen to your essence?
Nothing. I don't think there is any essence. I think we're just really smart monkeys. I think we're really smart monkeys.
I agree with you on that.
I don't think that like the monkeys are going anywhere. I don't think the dogs are going anywhere. I don't think the cats are going anywhere. And I don't think we're going anywhere. It's just fucking game over. We got 70 to 90 years to like have as much fun as we can.
So what's stopping you from sucking Woody's dick then? If that's how you feel.
I've sucked it like 8 times.
Taylor, do that. What's me? Yeah. It's really about me. Why do you suck my dick then? But like, how come you don't do like anything then? Like,
because you go to jail.
I don't know. Not that
I've been to jail before. I didn't like it.
Like my fantasy, like when I'm like my like breaking the law fantasy is always going through in my head, like going to bed, like how would I rob a bank? if I was going to rob a bank, what would be all the steps? What's all the stuff I would do? If it was a simulation, like you were saying,
years for that shit.
That's why I'm saying I wouldn't do it now. But if it was a simulation, one of the first things I would do is go try my luck, plan a bank heist, and then if it doesn't work out, you just reset or you try it again. You know?
Yeah, just because it's a simulation doesn't mean you don't have to deal with the consequences of a bank robbery. You just have to deal with simulated fucking prison for 25 fucking years.
Then I guess it would be the same as life as it is now and all. But
the thing about like crimes like that, if like a guard shoots at you and hits a fucking like patron of the bank, that's called felony murder, and you're now guilty of it.
That doesn't seem fair. I was just there for gold.
Exactly.
For gold.
That's a felony murder.
Like, it's so funny. Like, I was there for gold. Like, one guy, like, okay, I got some in my pockets. I'm holding a bunch. Like, I feel like robbing gold is so.
I'm like trying to do that same tactic to like work down again. Like, no, I wasn't coming here I was meeting a 13-year-old. Like, all right, well, you're only going away for 12 instead of the 25 for the bank.
Yeah, I don't believe any of this fucking matters. I don't think there's anything to it, you know? And like, it's not even like being a good person really matters that much, because like, oh yeah, people will remember you for how long?
Yeah, but if anything, that means it matters more, right? Because all that you are and all that's going to be left of you is what you do here, and so you'd want to leave a positive feeling for all your friends and family, and like,
for how long?
I mean, if you're going to say that, then yeah, everything is ultimately useless, I guess. But you probably wouldn't like it if someone came in and murdered you. Like, but at the end of the day,
I mean, as long as I don't suffer, I'd rather not suffer. But even like, it's not like you're going to remember the suffering. So maybe I wouldn't care at all. I don't care. Kill me.
I don't know. I just like
bring it on, faggot.
Kill me.
I feel like ultimately here,
kill me. Shoot me. You're gonna shoot me,
pussy.
I want a better answer. I want a better I expect more. I do expect something. Like, bro, if I die and it's just the end, I'm gonna be like, whoever did this whole thing, like, you're not
gonna be like anything because
you blew it.
Need the DLC.
I'll just be mad. I'll be mad about it though.
No, you won't be, because that's the point. I
don't know if I feel like you're still gonna have a millisecond in between that probably stretches to an infinity where I could be like, this is how it ends, and that's the ugliest. Like, I feel like time in itself, like in your last moment, might just be weird.
I should have kicked that midget.
I should have said that then.
That could be true, because they say like your brain releases all that like DMT or whatever the fuck as you're dying. So I imagine it's pretty weird when you're dying, but also like, how do we know?
We don't fucking know, Rogan. I don't know about any DMT dump when I die.
There is something in your brain that dumps.
Oh, come on. You're more likely to dump in your pants when you die. There's nothing. There's fucking nothing. Everything else is a fairy tale. It's some made up shit. We laugh at children that believe in the Easter Bunny and the fucking Tooth Fairy and all that shit, Santa Claus. And then
I was just picturing you, Kyle. You said that we laugh at children, like going up to kids waiting in line. It's fake. It's all fake, you fucking idiots. Just laughing.
I mean, think about it. Like we think about that now, how silly it is that when we were children we believed in the Easter Bunny or the fuck. I never believed in the Easter Bunny, by the way. That's one that like
sold to me.
That wasn't a thing. But Santa Claus I believed in when I was a child, and that's all the afterlife is for adults. It's fucking Santa Claus. Like those same parents who are like, oh, we got the kids fooled with this Santa Claus thing. Now let's all get dressed and go to church in the morning. Oh yeah, let's go. Like, I loved watching that American Pickle movie. There's a part where they ask the ancient version of Seth Rogen, like, what he thinks about Christian prayer in schools. And he just like matter-of-factly says, oh, Jesus? Well, it's clear that like his mother, the Virgin Mary, was a prostitute. She was just telling a lie to cover that up with her husband so he wouldn't kill her. So no, I don't believe in Christian prayer in school. And they just like have a goddamn meltdown. You know, and they're chasing him through the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a nice gift. That movie came out of nowhere.
I was telling them. I watched it last night. I finally got
random. I was like, what is this movie? And I watched it all. I didn't even have like I may have watched it like standing, like in like holding the remote, being like, how am I going to finish it?
Dude, I loved it. I loved that hardworking immigrant shit. I loved like him making his pickle cart and cooking the pickles, and I love the part where like he tells him, he's like, you bring the jar back to me or I will do violence on you. It's fucking great.
See, I find religion, death, and all that, I find it fascinating because it's actually the answer to the success of humanity. We just don't have the religion yet. But if you look at religions, like that's the only time that millions of people follow the same plan.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you want the planet, like imagine there was a dope ass religion called like, you know, the plan, and it was a good plan. And every aspect of the religion, because you will go to fucking hell if you're not about the good plan. But we just don't have that religion. But I feel like if you really want humans to operate cohesively, like it is a form of religion or a fiction or a made up story that gets us to abide by that. Like, I mean, we all know the Bible, and we
do our best work when there's a scary made up person to make us do it.
Yeah.
Or if it's just based in tradition, and that gets like, you know, you can go through all sorts of ancient cultures, not even
Christian. It doesn't have to be a scary made up person, in my opinion. It can be a societal pressure, right? Like